Hi y'all, I am Hummy from hummysworld.com and I am here with another Dear Hummy question. And I am so far behind on these. I did not intend to get so far behind, but I got so many great ones right away and I'm trying to catch up. So I do apologize. But here's the question. Simple question, long answer. Tips on using Flickr. I can't seem to figure it out! Exclamation point! I understand. It's just like everything else. You have to get in and actually use it before it all begins to make sense. The more you use it, the more that you understand it. Just get in there and click around and spend time with it. For those that use Facebook or even forums, or even shopping in a digital scrapbooking store, you may remember a time when you first started and everything seemed so strange, and I, you just had to keep, you know, you wanted to buy that product or you wanted to see what other people were doing on Facebook, and you just kept finding yourself going back and trying until now it seems really easy. So that's my first suggestion. Don't give up on Flickr. It's been around a while. I think it's going to stick around for a while. It is owned by Yahoo. If you own a Yahoo account, you can get 1 terabyte free. You don't have You only have to have a Yahoo account, and those are free. Just sign up for a Yahoo email. So I have already done one tutorial about Flickr, and if you go to my website and click on the gallery link, you're going to be able to scroll down and see a few helpful notes. And here is the Flickr Basics tutorial that's already on YouTube. And that's going to share with you how to upload to Flickr, and also how to post from Flickr to galleries, to the forum in Flickr, and to forum threads, and all the differences between HTML and BB codes. And that's enough just to get you started. But I promised I'm going to, it says here, I will be making additional help videos. Aha! Here's the additional help video, and it's going to go right here on this page. So here we are on Flickr, and I've come in, and what I see first, and this interface is going to change. It's not going to stay the same. We know that these places like to change the interface. Interface is where everything is located. Flickr recently changed theirs, but the things that you can find in Flickr are all the same. So you just have to kind of get used to it. What I'm seeing here first is a stream of everybody who I've added as a contact. That is similar to making friends on Facebook. And so if I wanted to comment on her dinner, yummy, I could just click on the comment thing here and go, that looks yummy. So basically, you're seeing things of people that you have friended. And before we go there, let's look here at the top again. You do have just a couple of your groups shown here, and things right on the edge, suggestions of friends that I may know. And so if I really liked one of these, I can hit the star, and that will make it a favorite. We're going to look at that in a minute. First, let's look at friending people. So I'm going to go into the groups list, and here's the digital scrapbooking group that I encourage you to join. My internet's acting slow tonight, and this looks different for me than you do, but I can click on members and I can find other digital scrapbookers just like that. And so, or you can try to find people that live where you live. You might want to go up here into search and find, I live in Cape Girardeau. I might want to search for Cape Girardeau, see what photos show up, and see who posted that photo. And what you want to do is go to somebody else's. I don't know if I am friends with these people. Go to somebody else's. Here's somebody, Babette S. I know Babette. I remember her from a long time in the forum. I'm not her Flickr friend yet. So all I need to do is click add, and now I can choose to just add her as a contact or add her as a friend or family. When you're talking about privacy in Flickr, these are what's important. Now, I don't have any friends or family. I don't think I do. Marked in mine because I either put all of my things private just for me or I put them all public. But if I wanted to share photos with only my friends or only my family, I could mark this person as maybe family, and then when I'm uploading my layouts, I could change it so that only the people in the family category are able to see it. So there are not as many options for privacy as in Facebook and Google+. There's really only these four. You can share with just your contacts, just your friends, just your family, or the public. But I'm just going to add her as contact. Add contact. Now she may come along and add me back. And if so, I might get a email that tells me that she has added me back. If somebody adds me, it depends on what your settings are. But if somebody adds me right now, I'll get an email and I get to go and add them back. And so it's kind of like friending. That's what the contacts are. And now anytime that Babette puts something in her photo stream as public or however she has it set, if I'm her friend and she's sharing only with her friends, then that's going to be in my stream. So that's a little bit about that. Let's review. This is basic Yahoo stuff. They just added this up here. So if you use other Yahoo tools, that's the first bar. And I kind of like it because I do use the email, the mail. And so let's look at these. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 main menus. So it's not as confusing as it may seem. Upload, I did in the other video, but if you just want to upload, you can use this. And let's start with you. So we have all these options. This is my photo stream. So these are the things I most recently uploaded. I can click on one of them. This is a kit I added to Etsy, and I wanted to use this to for a blog post, so that's why I uploaded it, but I ended up not using it. If you scroll down, you can star this to favorite it. Comment on it. This is the sharing, which we reviewed the HTML and BB codes, but you can get the link, or you can get, share it. Like I use Twitter a lot, so I'll click to tweet something with that. View and Lightbox I don't use very often. This is really handy because you can rotate the photo, you can edit it in Avery, which is their online editing tool. So if you kind of want to tweak the photo, you can edit it. Get rid of, make it lighter or darker, those sort of things. If you want to edit the title, tags, and dates, you can click on this. And let's see, if I click on it, it comes up and I can edit those things. Change the description, what it's called, the tags, the date's been taken, and I can click save. And let's see, you can replace it. So let's say I did this preview, or I put up a layout. Oh, I misspelt a word, I just want to replace it. You can click that and upload the new one, or delete the photo. This is where you can delete it. Oh, I don't want that up there at all. Oh, just delete it. Now, add to and remove from sets. Well, I think we already went over add to groups. If you want to add to a group that you have joined, you can click here and choose one of the groups that you've joined. Now a set is kind of like a folder, and you can create whatever sets you want. So let's say I want to add this to a set. It is currently in a set I call Digital Scrapbooking for Blog, because I was just going to put it on my blog. That's the only purpose for it. I have 2005 layouts. I just started uploading them. 2013 layouts. You can make sets for whatever you want. These are Chrismons that I made at church. I snapped Siri conversations that I had with Siri on my phone, pictures of my trip to Hawaii. So you can have whatever categories you want. I don't have too many. I try not to do too many. But you can search for it, or you can create a new set. So if you forget to add this to a set when you first upload, you can go ahead and add it again later. And you can add a tag, a note, add a person, add to your map, view all sizes. I love view all sizes. I can click on view all sizes and get any size. And so sometimes if I am wanting to use a layout as my avatar in the forum, I might click on this and right click and save that. So you can go and grab any size. Sometimes I will let Flickr change the sizes for me, and then go ahead and download that and use that in other places, the resized version. Yeah, I do use that a lot. And so I'm going to go back to the original, and you can view it and all of the photos in that stream as a slideshow. When you're done, hit escape. I think. Okay, how do I get out of here? Back to your photo stream right here. Okay, so I want to go back to this. You can get in a set and view a slideshow of your set. So that's some basics there, but most of those things here that you're editing, for instance, title, tags, and dates, you can edit right here. Here's my title. I just click right on it and I can type in here. And then I can type, a description. This is in my Etsy store, whatever you want to say. You're not supposed to really advertise on Flickr. No links to commercial sites. And click save. But you can put your credits here. You can tell people about your photo, where it is, things like that. So you don't even have to go here to edit those. I can't get it. You can click right there and edit them. Same thing with all of the other things here. It tells you what set it appears in. If you want to add a person to it, you can click here. This is like tagging a person. So if you know that the designer, my dogs hear something outside. So if you know a designer, for instance, or if a person that somebody else that you know is on Flickr is involved with that photo, you can tag them, which is kind of confusing. People in this photo is like tagging, because then you can actually have tags. I can put in here tags like digital scrapbooking, back to school, things like that. And that helps if you're wanting people to search to find your photos. And down here is additional information. So click on that. And if you are wanting to change your copyright, you could change here, and they have all these options. I'm not going to go over them. You can read that. Most of mine all say all rights reserved. Um, Anyone can see this photo. So if you don't want anyone public to see this photo and you want it to be private, you can click on only you, which is what I have, or your friends, or your friends and your family, or just one or the other, or both. This one is in particular is private. So those are your only options for privacy. But you should know that you can make it private. You can put this in a community or a forum, and people can still see it even if it's set to only you. So the only way they're going to see it is wherever you post it. So that is actually an option that keeps it a little bit more private than galleries. I mean, I love it that, I can have a totally private here, and if I put it on my blog, they might see it. If I, put it in a forum thread using the BB code, they can see it. But other than that, they can't see it or find it anywhere. And it keeps it private from being indexed into search engines, like Google and whatnot, by keeping it private, and it makes it so only those people can see it. Now, sometimes I might make it public just to share it, because I want people to see it. I want to get their comments, and then I can come back and change it and make it private later. So that is an important setting, and remember, if you want to change that, it's right here. Click under additional information under your photo, and then right here it'll say what it is. Anyone can see this photo, or your family can only see it. You can click and edit it. If you want it to be publicly searchable or not, it is right now. Any Flickr member can add comments. Or you can change it to one of these other options. So you can make it private, post it somewhere publicly, like in a forum or your blog. People can still click on it and come here and comment on it if they're a Flickr member, if you have this chosen. So it can be private, but you can still allow contacts or comments. Does that make sense? I hope so. Or you can only allow your family and friends, or just your contacts. Only your contacts can add notes, tags, and people. So you can't have that's kind of a good thing. You don't want just any Flickr member sometimes adding tags, because they might add, some weird safety level. It's not coming up, but when you upload, you can choose a safety level, and content type is a photo. So let's reload. Okay, so I do have very slow internet connection, so that's a lot of using Flickr. So you can go to your photo stream, which you begin seeing all your recent stuff. You can click on sets. We talked about the sets and putting things in the sets. So here's the set I made. I took photos when the Great Race came through Cape Girardeau, and I put all of them in a folder together so I can go and find these. That would be sets. Under here, you can click on map. I never use map, but if you want to tell them, it looks like I did put one thing on the map while I was playing with it, Cape Rock. The rock sticking out. I was playing with it, and it's right there. So you can put things on a map. I don't do that too much because I want things more private. When you click on that little star, and you want to go back and find all those things you starred, like maybe you want to scrap lift a specific layout and you want to star it, you can come here and see everything that you had starred. I have no idea why I had starred all these things. Maybe I should go back and unstar them. Um, Galleries are different. That's a little bit confusing, but they're fun. In fact, you can put anything public out there on public Flickr into a gallery. Like I have one I started for hinges. I like hinges, or things I found in St. Louis. This is one I just started doing, quotes that inspire me. So anytime I've seen a quote on Flickr that I like, these are not things that I added. These are things other people added, and I put them all together and in a gallery. It's kind of like a collection is what most of the other sites call them. Gallery is kind of confusing, but like on Etsy you can make collections, I know, and then you can share these collections with other people, which is what I was intending on doing with this one. I think reorder photos, change thumbnails. I'm pretty sure somehow you can share this as a slideshow. Here's grab a link. So, and share this with other people and have them come find it. But if you want to start a collection, I'm going to go to this guy here because she has a lot of things. So let's say that, you know, I don't know, this one doesn't really inspire me, but just for, so you can see what works. Let's say this inspires me, and I'm going to click on here, and I'm going to click Add to Gallery. And there's my galleries I made, or I can create a new one, and I would just click on this, inspired, for the home. Not. You click on it again and it goes away. I've clicked on it too many times. Oh, there we go. Exit out of it. No. Anyway, done. That is what galleries are. They're cool. You can find your recent activities, stats. That's really cool if you want to see. Look at that. I've had 174,000 views. So you can see all sorts of stats. Today I've had views on just these. Not too many views on things. My St. Louis Arch video has had 1,222 views. And this one 167. Why this fruit juice punch has 19, I don't know. But that that's kind of fun. Now organize is important. I use organize a lot, so click on organize, and what this does is mostly batch changing things. So I could go, and I know on, was it August 19th, I uploaded a bunch of layouts. And so I could go down here and select all, whoa, up there, select all. I hit Control A, that doesn't work. Hit down here for select all and drag them all up here. And then I want to add a tag, let's say, and I want to tag these 2005, just so I have a date on them. So I'm taking them all 2005. That's one way when I'm searching all my own layouts, I can find them, the year that it was. You can add all of them to a set. Just discard them. Add people. Most of the time I do this because I want to move them from one set or collection to another. But you can just get in here and figure it out. This is a great way for batch editing, moving a whole bunch or tagging a whole bunch from one thing. You can send a whole bunch to one group if you want. So I'm going to go back to Flickr. I have unsaved changes, but that's fine. So here are my contacts, and you can go in and find your contacts, and we talked about that already. You can get recent photos that your contacts have uploaded, so you can go comment on them. This is similar to what's in your stream, only it is a different view. You can get a list of all your contacts, etc. Same thing as what's here. Communities, this is where you're going to find your groups. And as I said, this is the digital, I'm in two that are called digital scrapbooking. Digital scrapbooking layouts and photography is what our group is currently called until I decide to change it. But you go in here and you can add your photos to a lot of groups if you want to try to get them to be seen. So you want to go and find groups that are of an interest to you, and they have thousands, probably 1 million groups. Over here is where you can talk in the forum in the groups, or just go through and comment on the layouts, and add your own layouts to the group or photos to the groups. And here's recent discussions in all of your groups. So but I've only got one. So this group about Missouri has put a new topic about tagging photos. You can search your groups. You can create your own group. Explore is like exploring all of Flickr. So you've got you only, activity about you, those people you've made as your friends, your contacts, groups, which is communities that you've joined, and exploring is all of Flickr. So you want to look at, just randomly look at recent photos that were posted to Flickr. You can come here and go through them and mark them as your favorites. You can comment, you can make friends. Let's say the commons is like, I believe, Creative Commons. So this is like discovering things that with the Creative Commons, you see these are older. They're like copyright friendly. You can read more about the commons here. So let's see, what was it? I don't know what the Getty collection it is. That you can find galleries that other people have made just from all over Flickr. And so here's a gallery somebody made, a dictionary of image. Here's Photoshop tennis, Flickr Commons, sumo squirrels, books. If you want, somebody went and found a collection of old book photos. So you can search for various galleries and find it. The world map, so you can click on the map and I can zoom in to where I live in Missouri. You see it right here in Cape Girardeau. We're zooming in. Let's see if anybody's tagged anything. I don't know. Search the map. I have no idea. You guys play with it. I never play with the map. That'd be fun. App Garden is apps that you can use. There's one in here that I use for uploading to Flickr. That's a desktop app. So you can go see what apps and fun things you can do with Flickr. These are like add-ins, plugins that you can use. Then the Flickr blog. And that's about it to Flickr. It's not too hard once you just get in here and jump in here, and I hope this helps you. It's been a long tutorial, but it gives you a great overview of what's here. And once again, it's pretty easy once you think about it. All these are related to your photos. Anybody you've made a friend is here. Any groups is here. All of Flickr is here. And to upload. Pretty easy. Yeah, right. Just get in there and play. And the more you play, the more you'll go, oh, I love this place. I love this place. See? Cape Girardeau. I'm going to search. And I've just found recent photos of people in Cape Girardeau. Look, there's the Cape Girardeau City Council in front of our bridge. Is that not cool? Somebody, this person, Bama Spirit, whoever that is, took a picture of our bridge. Our bridge is pretty popular. So I could go in here and find other people in Cape Girardeau and follow them. Oh, look, there's one of our downtown. See, I know all these places when I go in here and look. But you might find, here's a Dan O, posted that one. You might find other people to follow. You can search the Blue Hour. Anybody knows what the Blue Hour is? If not, there's going to be a lesson pretty soon. Oh, I love the Blue Hour photos. So, very cool. Very cool. Okay, I'm done. Have fun. I hope it helped you.